Additionally, also very good against Lina, by the way. You just jump her, she can die super fast. He has Empower. So this game is going to have to be won on the back off of a really fat PA with Fnatic creating scenarios and teamfights that are somewhat, chaotic. Try to pull someone out of position, fight in a tombstone. But with all this said, I way prefer Aster's draft. I believe that the Enigma was not properly addressed. And the Enigma, he was picked second pick. So I think it's a little troublesome. But Fnatic definitely have their chances if they execute correctly.
Okay. So in this idea of the backliners and the heroes that create chaos, what role does Queen of Pain play, according to you, Kezu?
So Queen can do this, but it's only in games where if you actually go in, you don't instantly die or you get out again, which again is not the easiest ask in this game. There's a Rupture. Also, Dazzle is the type of hero that can actually help Lina quite a lot in this game, right? I was mentioning how PA is great against Lina because you can just go in and kill him. But if you do that with PA, you commit yourself pretty hard. And again, this is why Dota is such a beautiful game. Even if Lina can't die to the PA, since he has a lot of backup, with the potential Black Hole behind him and Graves and heals, it can swing these matchups quite a lot.
Right. We always have the Rupture to punish these overcommitments, perhaps. This seems like one of the best Rupture games I've ever seen. Great against Magnus, PA, and Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
So this Bloodseeker is going to have a ball on it. What a pick by Monet. Really, really strong pick here.
Absolutely. I think the Bloodseeker will do, again, quite well. He has a lot of Rupture targets. Something else I like to note, when you have Bloodseeker, it is, a great benefit even on top if your other lanes will fight a lot. There's an Undying in the top lane. I don't know how much harass will happen there, as Enigma, traditionally, he just kind of dodges the lane, right? Because you have Eidolons, you bring the lane back, but there's probably a lot of harass happening there. You have a Lina mid against Queen, a lot of trading going on there too. So it's not only a great Rupture game. He should have a pretty good lane too.
Yeah, they end up running a double melee in the bottom where they run Undying and the Magnus as they run PA with a Hoodwink. Let's see how this works out for them against the Monkey King Bloodseeker. I will say one of the great things about Undying now, right, is that you can't heal back the strength he takes away from Decay until it's taken away from you. So there is some damage you can deal afterwards. That's a good counter to Bloodseeker. Very unique interaction.
Both teams very smart about their lane swap. So just to explain it real quick. So they want to put not only the Undying away from the Enigma, but also the killing support in Hoodwink with the PA. This is very smart. But Aster also instantly respond to this by putting the Monkey King to match the Undying. I think this is basically their idea, because you can just go Jingu and, well, you can offset the Undying being such a good laner.
And when it comes to the Dazzle, I bet he's probably a little bit more useful to prevent kills than the Monkey King as well, right?
Absolutely. So both teams doing the perfect swap. I'm not sure that either team will swap anymore. I think the lanes will be kept this way, as both teams are going to believe that this is the best way to go about it, and the enemy team can always respond properly. So you can just see how both teams really, truly understand not only their laning phase, but also how their heroes match up against the enemies.
And who benefits the most from this? Like, obviously, both teams are the ideal iteration, but who do you think ends up winning with these lanes as they are?
I think with the proper response, it is somewhat even. Had only one team done this, I think then whoever didn't answer would lose out a lot.
Okay.
But with how the lanes are now, Enigma should just be happy top. It's not the most lane dominating hero, especially with the lanes being swapped like this. It's mainly that they're gonna prevent the Enigma from potentially dying in this lane. The Enigma will scale with levels, and bottom lane, I would say it's pretty similar. All the cores are gonna farm, and the more that the levels progress, we can see some more pressure from, especially the Bloodseeker monkey lane bottom. I think level 3, 4, this Undying can be in a bit of trouble.
Okay. We'll see what happens in this bottom lane, because John Noel right now is playing particularly aggressively, just to make sure that Magnus gets a really free early start. And he's doing well. Jabs is actually 11 last to his name. Not bad considering it's up against Monkey King and Bloodseeker.
We have a TP top from Monkey with Jingu stacks, mind you.
Interesting choice. Not for long, though. Yeah, you're right.
So
Good
now
to
they
point
are
out they're about to
swapping.
expire.
Interesting.
So what is the swap for, Kezu? You talked about the perfect iteration. What does the swap help with?
I'm trying to understand why they're swapping. So they do perhaps feel like that the Enigma has an advantage top, and this way they can abuse it aggressively, as they're just getting some clicks up there for now.
Yeah, but Luka is doing pretty well, actually.
So the only reason to swap it up now at this point is because they feel like the pressure point that Fnatic had with this lane setup is gone. But on top, Monkey King.
Yeah, Bubblekai is being gone on. They still have a stiff Heavy Dagger,
Yes,
sorry, and the
fairy
Phantom
and
Strike as
stick.
well. And they got it. Well done. Actually forced Bubblekai to use the Mischief without avoiding anything. So Palos gets the first blood. Interesting. That swap did not
Interesting.
seem to work out for Aster, huh?
So I can kind of see the idea behind it. I mean, it just had to be because they felt like, okay, the Dazzle helped the Enigma to get through the early phase of the lane, which was the only, you know, potential hard part of the laning stage. Enigma has Buckler and Magic Wand, so they just thought that they could aggress together, but as we could see right there, that was, well, it did not work out for them. Nice job by Fnatic to punish there. Level 3 PA with the Blightstone. You had the Acorn shot into Bushback with the PA connecting, and yeah, they secure first blood on Boca there.
Jabs, though, could be in trouble in the bottom lane as he put himself in a pickle. Poison touch is available. He has points for Skewer if he needs it. Jabs, oh my god, he's actually avoiding them. Oh, wow, Jabs! He has 4 legs because he can break him easier. But Palos, unfortunately, will die in the top lane, so he's the one to fall instead.
So I guess maybe here you have the lane swap maybe come into a little more effect now that Monkey King is level 3. So he actually does have a level in stun. And this is one of the lanes, or PA is one of the heroes where I like to mention the fact that it's maybe very simple, but staying on high HP is super crucial for you, as you see Ori in mid lane getting very harassed by the Queen, which I'm not sure how this matchup is supposed to go. Currently, it looks like Armel is pushing him back to base, and he is ahead with 400 net worth, and it's gonna be a little bit more even by the time he gets back to this mid lane.
I thought it was used to be Lina favored, right? Because she has a better pushing potential, but she could have used a small camp better. Maybe that change also matters a lot, because Queen of Pain went for full Shadow Strike build.
Yeah, it looks like now that you can commit a bit more to, right, going a bit more lane heavy with your skill build, and then the enemy guy just not being able to be like, haha, I'm just gonna go farm the small camp. Guess it's allowing him to go this triple Shadow Strike, and both teams are making a very similar rotation here to mid right now.
Jabs is also in trouble here, by the way, in the bottom lane. Once again, they catch him, but this time he has a skewer point. However, might not be enough. He carries the Bloodseeker with him. TP's in the middle of this. Jabs acknowledges he has to retreat.
Nicely done by Jabs to be able to get out. Also by Aster, they have this lane ward. I'm pretty sure that they just didn't see the Undying for a while, and even if he was there, they want to make sure around this rune timing that they abuse the fact that Magnus is alone. As Boboka bottom, he's going to sneak away the runes, so good job by both teams, understanding that Queen is just a heavily reliant rune hero, right? So putting some resources there, especially when the hero is winning its lane, to take away the rune is a very big deal.
Yeah, so we see here that our Armel is incapable of securing that rune, which he's no rotations just yet, and he might get punished for it too, because Armel wants to play this aggressively.
They're waiting for the Laguna Blade.
Yes, but he has Boundless Strike in 3 seconds. There's the first hit. Boundless Strike for the second. Ice Strike Array, perfectly calculated. Laguna Blade. And they chained those stuns literally as precisely as they could.
Beautiful play by them. Very, very nicely executed. They wait perfectly for the cooldowns. As soon as the creeps are dying and getting into the position of, you know, Lina hitting 6 at the perfect timing, Boundless Strike, Ori gets the last hit on the creep, as we have another go on mid with DJ, just some more harassment. Getting some good tower damage here. And now that Enigma is getting closer to level 6, I think Boboka will likely look to play, you know, just continue to play between mid and top. But with the Black Hole coming up, I believe it makes a little more sense to start angling a little more towards the top lane to help out XXS here on the Enigma.
Yeah, that makes sense. XXS is about to get that Black Hole now, as you mentioned. We'll see what rotations they try to pull here. Is Dazzle a hero that can do that, though? Or is Dazzle just a hero that stays static? Like, he just offers a poison touch, right? What's his best role right now?
I would say for now, what he's currently doing the best he can, I think, having the most impact by pulling. So when you don't really have a clear play, pulling can be great because it gives you some bonus gold, some bonus XP, you deny a bit from the enemies, until maybe an objective presents itself, right? Minute 8 is coming up, so this is likely the next most obvious one. You can play for the rune. If you need to TP anywhere, you do that. So I would say his game is currently somewhat simple, and he's doing the correct thing, as he's dewarding it. Now he's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, it became a little bit more complicated as he dies, but that's going to be fine. Top lane DJ is also sacking his life to Aster. And that's going to be support for support here. But Dazzle did get a ward with his rotation, so it ends up being kind of a win for them there.
Yep, they got the ward in the enemy triangle. They're also, again, a little unlucky for the Queen. He's not able to get the rune. But Armel, still in the mid lane, he's doing very well. Still ahead of the Lina, even with the little gank that happened in the mid lane. And still, this Bloodseeker is going to have a great game. And I don't see that really changing unless they enable Armel to somehow swing by the bottom lane. which is not too easy without a rune. So there's definitely a world where DJ might try to smoke him into the bottom lane after this gank, because it's gonna be the only way to really speed up the game, right? Eventually, Enigma will push your top tower. So they're doing it with the PA instead. That's interesting, as they RP bottom.
Yeah, Jabs got an RP and managed to turn Monet around so he could get this skewer. Unfortunately, never mind. Fortunately, Armel was here just in time, and the TP will not succeed thanks to a Sonic Wave. That was about to complete.
Nice play by Fnatic. Good job there by Monet, TPing out at a good time where he at least will force a lot more of the other spells. Mid, DJ.
Okay, they commit a Laguna for this, but this is to secure the mid tower. Can they do it? They have a fair amount of push here. Use the glyph to commit. Yep, there we go. Armel's finally coming by. Pichu is the target apparently, but no Sonic Wave, so he's lacking a bit of damage, and there's a TP on the Undying, but he's afraid to use it just yet, as they play this patiently. They use the glyph on Fnatic, and they managed to deter Aster from taking this tier 1.
Yep, looks like they will save it. So to go back to Fnatic's move earlier, I believe that it was absolutely great. Nice job by Palos. So when you play against this Enigma who will eventually take your tower, as my man Pichu coming back down here, saving this tower. Very nice by him to keep it alive on 200 HP. Right. It's great that when you have these offlaners that do take the tower, such as Enigma, who he has a lot of space now in the top lane, right? You don't really want your Bloodseeker to go up there and kick him out. You want to have him continue to play this area, maybe help on the mid tower soon, because it's very low. So the Dazzle coming back to bottom to secure this tower with the Bloodseeker here to help him there is great, because Fnatic expanded all of their spells. And to go back to the PA rotating bottom, he dodges the Enigma Black Hole threat, gets the kill bottom, and now he's playing in the perfect area of the map, which is where you naturally want to end up when you have Magnus, because now Empower, Triangle stacks, and his net worth is gonna skyrocket right up there.
Right. So I want to touch back on the point you made earlier about Enigma. When you refer to like these kind of heroes that take over the lane, is it like the Beastmaster-like Enigma type heroes that take over the lane?
Absolutely. It's the ones that they will safely take the enemy tower, and they also have a very easy time to then play inside of the enemy jungle, somewhat safe, right? Because they have added vision with their summons. They can steal camps without putting themselves out of position. So it just makes a lot of sense. And also, if the game is going well, they can rotate into mid. You don't want to kind of bait them to go into your safe lane and play there, because they don't function very well in those areas of the map.
Right, okay, that makes sense. And so with these kind of offlaners, would you consider carries that are more self-sufficient in lane? Like a Bloodseeker is fantastic in this role, right? Is that where the synergy lies between these picks?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing if your carry can lane for as long as possible. I mean, that's always a given, right? You want them to lane as long as they can. But if they can't, that they can like fall back to the jungle and then still play the area. As we now see Aster, they're playing around this mid tower.
Yeah, they're gonna take it. Like, there's just no chance. The Adlons are here. X6S is here as well. He has the Wraith Pact, by the way. So now Fnatic's damage is gonna be not as strong. And we still don't have Battle Fury on Palos. He's going for Battle Fury regardless of the Empower. Quite common, especially with the Empower nerfs.
Yeah. A bit of a go on Januel here. Seems like it's gonna be fine, as Fnatic do get the bot tower. I want to point out that when this stage of the game happens, where so Enigma got to take the top tower, then rotated mid, but in the meantime, we need to look at what DJ was doing. He pushed in the top lane all the way. Now he got to pull the camp. He got himself like 1.5 levels, a lot of gold. I think in this game, Fnatic quite clearly understanding that we will not make the same mistake where we fight into you 5-on-5 when you are stronger. We will play for our PA's timing, split the side lanes a bit, and currently top. Love the way they're moving the heroes.
Yeah, now they're killing off Monet because Armel comes in. As you mentioned, right, Hoodwin playing with a person with the most kill potential, probably, the Queen of Pain. And getting a free kill on the Bloodseeker.
Absolutely. And now this goes all the way back. You never want these people to push out the lane this far, as Jab's bottom is spotted a little bit by Boboka, but looks like he's going to be fine.
Oh, Jabs, don't stay.
Or is he?
Oh, Jabs, don't stay. He has RP TP if he has to. Oh, Laguna Blade to the face. Balance Strike as well. Light Strike Array is available. Turns into a pig to try to cook him. But this pig, he wants to live. I don't think he's going to get a chance to. He cut the tree, which was nice, but unfortunately, the Lina has way too much range.
Maybe, you know, a little too deep by him. You want to be a little careful once you get the lane pushing all the way, but nice job by Boboka to give the vision. Again, both teams kind of doing something similar, right? You connect your +4 with your mid laner, which in this case is the setup hero with the most damage hero, which is how you're going to get the 1+1 kill thread. EJ still doing a great job playing in this top lane. And ultimately, him getting to push in this lane, even though it's somewhat, you know, Aster's area, just allows for these opportunities, right? Because someone from Aster has to show in this area as top. XXS perhaps in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, they're thinking about it, but at the same time, there's someone covering XXS, and that's the Dazzle. Pichu will make sure that the Shallow Grave comes out in time. And now with Battle Fury on PA, she's much more free to not rely on Magnus the whole time to farm, which allows
Yeah.
Jabs to farm himself.
I would say that Fnatic currently they're doing very well.
Right.
I think considering how well of a lane Enigma had and some of the rotations that Aster hit early, Fnatic have recovered this game to a great fashion. Top net worth PA, they did all the right rotations so far, going bottom, killing the hero, taking the tower, pushing out the top lane. They also have a mech on Jabs. I like this, these type of games where Magnus isn't always forced to go an instant Blink Dagger. They're going to play around their Bushwhack, the Tombstone, the Queen going in, and yeah, for now, I'm definitely liking Fnatic's chances.
Yeah, they missed the Bushwhack there. Baboka gets the warning. He gets away. On the mech on Magnus, do you think this is because of the recent buffs they got? Like, pretty considerable buffs to the mech. Or is it just a game where you can afford to go auras?
I believe it's probably for a multitude of reasons. So first of all, it's buffed. That always helps. And second of all, oftentimes when you rush a Blink, it can sometimes feel awkward because perhaps your teammates aren't quite ready yet, right? Your PA doesn't actually want to fight yet. He wants to keep farming. Your Queen, if you blink it, maybe you bait him. So it's better to play off of your tankiness and help your teammates with the mech heal to allow them to go in for you. And then when your PA is ready, as we have an Undying, kind of, running into the area, maybe giving a bit more vision to his team. Basically,
he just walked
it
in the high
lines up
ground
very
back.
well later. Let's call it space. Let's call it space.
It was
Here they are, guys. Found them.
10 centimeters away from the carry. Really tanking a gank there. I am curious though about why the mech over for similar items like Vlad's or Wraith Pact eventually or something like that. Like why the option for the healing, in your opinion?
I would say that mech or heals in general are very good against Bloodseeker. Because the higher you keep your heroes, the lower the thirst. So I think the mech is kind of cool. Also, the build-up is nice with like the HP regen, some armor. Wraith Pact could definitely work. But I would say it's more an item that, again, your PA will make more use of it later, right? Your Queen will make more use of it later. I think until you complete the entire Wraith Pact, the Blast isn't good as bottom.
There's the mech. He's trying to get the RP off. Turn to a pig. Coward and shame. Go away, Jabs. But unfortunately, Ori once again has way too much range. So that's another kill they get down bottom against Jabs. But they are opening the map for Fnatic. That is actually space being made. So it's not that bad even if he dies twice in the same place.
Yeah, these steps are not as bad. I would like to... So the way I would like Fnatic to play the map is that I believe the Hoodwink and the Queen, they're doing the correct thing. They're playing in the area that they would like to push out at all times and potentially make a 1+1 play. As Monet's running up, but you have people backing him up, so it's a poke for now.
Oh, Armel.
Rupture.
Got hit by the Rupture. He can't blink either. He has no TP. Armel, where are you going, buddy? He's trying to move slowly, hoping Bloodseeker does not notice him. But Bloodseeker's not a T-Rex. Yeah, they just caught him. That was pretty easy. I love when people are ruptured and they move in small increments, thinking, yeah, ruptures are not going to hurt me here. They're not going to notice.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I mean, sadly for him, right, the people are there. Maybe they overstepped it a little bit as Baboka, again, they're eyeing Fnatic on a very, very great ward that they have set up here. And to go back to how Fnatic should be playing the map, I think they were doing the right thing. Maybe a slight overplay here. And what I would like the Undying to do is kind of rotate between the PA and the Magnus. They were playing like mid and bottom together. And depending on the map and depending what you see, you want to go towards one and the other in between to break the potential smokes. Because I think Jabs, he should have a little more help in this bottom area when they're trying to push it in all the way. A Blink Dagger on Lina.
Oh, interesting. You think that's the answer to the PA?
That's very interesting. It makes it easier for him to decide when to engage. And definitely work around the PA. I think it's very interesting.
If you look at his build, it seems like a magic damage Lina, right? He went for the shard as well. I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah, this is pretty good against the PA later, right? With you have more damage from your spells. I guess you don't have the Laguna anymore that will go through and deal pure damage, right? So sadly, that is not available anymore. But he wants to play off of high range, perhaps. So you will get that later. All right. I guess he just wants to like play with the long range of Malefice, Monkey King stun, and he's under the impression as bottom he might feed, so I don't know what he's impressing right now.
His impression is, oh no, I'm gonna die! And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Palos though is stuck in the black hole, and Jabs just walked right through it, ignoring this poor Enigma. We have the mechanism that will give Palos enough HP to get away, but Palos just got ruptured, tries to TP away, hits Monet. Unfortunately, no time for either. Jabs and Palos are dead. Januel will join him in the grave soon, and Fnatic, they got the kill on the Lina, but they lost 3 heroes in return. Not what they were looking for.
Absolutely not. Good turnaround there by Aster. This just happens a lot when you're very deep into these lanes, right? People have... It's very easy to rotate and come help over. Here we see them go on the Lina. He barely gets off his Yules, which is going to give enough time. Palos maybe should have looked to back off earlier once the Yules is coming out, but great rotation again here by Aster coming in with the Black Hole 2-man. He doesn't have to care about the Tombstone and the Undying, because he's just going to look at his teammates die in the Black Hole. He can't cancel it, and yeah, good cleanup here by Aster.
And Aster secures the Roche for themselves. 70 minus armor, Orb of Corrosion, that'll be it.
Yeah, Brave Pact, Orb of
them.
Corrosion. They're smoking, but this will not lead into much. And this was definitely not how you would have wanted to use your first BKB on the PA. Because if you succeed with that play, maybe on the flip side, you could have been the one to take the Roche.
Yeah. There's
That's
the DJ attempt at Dazzle's life. Almost got him with the Acorn shot. Not bad. But Dazzle, a little bit hard to kill. You know, you can't just, like, snipe him like that. Good attempt by DJ, though. Dagger reverse tool. This is going to be an interesting item for PA. Could actually be pretty strong.
One more item on the PA, I think. You need to either fight around your vision, which is what they're looking for, around this high ground ward that they have placed here. Or ideally, you give Palos the time, as maybe he won't have the time, aggressive Yules.
They hit Jabs once again. Jabs is a mech. He's tanking a fair amount. PA goes into the backline. He's hoping to kill Ori, but he's been ruptured. Palos, what are you going to do? You have to stay in place and fight. Jabs coming in. RP in 1 second. Didn't have it on cooldown still. So Palos now, with the rupture on him, can't get away with Munko's command. He's going to be torn to shreds by Monet. That's going to be Palos dead. Armel still fighting, hoping to at least finish off Monet, but Monet confident in his ages. They have lost to Ori. Monet is coming back in. What can he do? There's low HP on a couple of heroes. Wants to get Jonel even lower, but Armel chases after him. Armel fighting head on. He has a double damage, but Monet hits too hard and heals off Armel, baiting him into a misplay there.
What a crazy fight, actually.
Good fight for Fnatic, though, right? I mean, they took out Aegis and 4 heroes. It seems like the ideal situation considering their position.
I would say it's good for them. The only problem is that this allowed the Bloodseeker to catch up a bit, as here we see the recap of the fight. Good initiation by Ori. They don't get the Magnus off that fast. And look at this Tombstone doing a lot of work. As Palos mans up, he jumps in there, pops his BKB, and Monet, he can't actually man-fight this PA that nicely, right? All the evasion with the high damage from him. Boboka gets off the ring, and mind you, again, we had no Black Hole available in this fight.
Yeah, that's true. No RP available either, to be fair. Like, it really was 1 second away when he died, but he still didn't have it available the whole fight, technically. So, there's that case to be made. If Fnatic could have waited that extra second. I mean, I feel like Jabs was pressured into that initiation.
Yeah, they wanted to play around their ward, so he's basically the best one to get gone on. He, as we said, the RP was on cooldown. He still has the mech to help out his team. Tombstone was great, but now Aster, they've had enough of that. They want to make sure to, you know, not let this PA farm too much with the Empower. He's still not quite at the Deso yet, so Aster want to retake the Dire jungle. They know about this high ground ward now.
Ooh, he was quick on that blink. And Jabs, he's just tired of dying. He's just tired of dying. Good stuff.
Yeah, he does not want to receive another death, protects his ward a little bit, sees him coming. He gets the hell out of there. And let's see if he wants to even connect to his PA. Like you said earlier, so this Battle Fury, sometimes we see people skip that, right, when they play with the Magnus. But this allowing Jabs to play a little more freely. He doesn't always need it. And they feel absolutely fine to just go down this route, having a bit more farm. Now, Deso is to be completed soon. And I believe what Palos was doing the last fight was absolutely great. If he can jump to Lina, it's amazing.
They're smoking right before the Deso gets completed. That's an interesting choice by...
So what do they see on the map? They have no ward on Aster that would, you know, indicate for a nice pickoff. Maybe they're hoping...
Is there any other item?
To...
Oh, BKB on Armel. Maybe they're smoking on that.
I guess so. The DD BKB on the Queen is what it looks like they want to abuse there. And they were probably looking for a mid play now into the triangle. And the Desolator is still flying out towards the end of the smoke.
Yeah, because they got...
Seems to be working out.
They got a creep wave and they just used blur afterwards. Smoke didn't work out in their favor, but at least they got Desolator now for this next fight.
They have 2 more smokes. I think here you only have 2 options. You push in the mid wave, you hit the mid tier 2 tower, or if you feel really strong and you don't feel like you should be trading, you can smoke into Aster, which is, I would say, the harder play to make because they have vision there. You're gonna run into high grounds. So I want to see what Fnatic want to do here. They don't feel comfortable for the mid tower. They instead want to angle towards bottom by the looks of it. Both teams respecting each other a lot, right? One team has the Magnus jump. And Aster have like the Enigma blink, the Lina blink, but potential Monkey King scouting. So you can see that both teams just really are respecting the enemy's timings right now.
Right. As well, it feels like whoever team gets the jump on the enemy is kind of going to win the fight, right? Between RP and Black Hole, there's a huge advantage to being the initiator here.
Oh, absolutely. If you're I'm trying to think if you're Ori. So you have this blink dagger, but you need to play very cautious. I'm not sure you're allowed to use this blink dagger too aggressively, because if you do, this PA will jump you and probably wipe you out of the fight really fast. Like if the PA gets lucky, he might get to swipe you out of the game before the Dazzle even gets to respond. So I'm trying to look. So they're up 5k gold right now on Aster, but I do believe that if they have the option, they would like to wait for XXS's BKB. Because then it becomes very easy for them to fight unless they have a clear jump. But I believe it has to come through Monkey King or the Enigma. I want Ori to play, you know, a little more on the backlines and only commit once it's looking good for him.
Monet has a blink dagger himself, so maybe that helps them out as well, right?
That is amazing. Yes, I think that is great. It's gonna make it a lot easier for his enemies. For his enemies. For his allies to play the fight, as he gets to use his top net worth and his tankiness and his rupture to set up the fight to make it easier. So both the Enigma and Lina, maybe they get to play a slightly, you know, a slower fight, which is going to make it easier for them to hit their spells properly.
Okay, it seems like Fnatic is now grouping up with the enemy. I mean, they have a ward nearby. The enemy is not aware of this. So Fnatic wants to play around this vision. Blurred up Palos will be the somewhat scout, seeing the Eidolons. Jabs, though, is the one that gets gone on, and no time for him to escape. So he's dead, and Fnatic is out of here. They should have detected the PA with the Eidolons, but it doesn't really matter at this point, right? They're out of here? No? They want to fight without Jabs?
They want to look if Aster bite on this high ground ward that they have, maybe on the retreat.
Sure. A bit too dangerous, I think they realized. Instead, it's going to be Aster who takes a free tower here. Just a tier 1 offlane, not that big a deal, but the kill on Jab certainly is.
Should definitely be a free tower here. I want to note what Boboka is queuing up, actually, and I think this is great. He's queuing up an MKB. Let's say they don't have all that many answers, I would say, for the PA. At some point, PA will be very strong. Even if he gets ruptured, he's going to stand his ground, and Delina won't be able to do so much to him if he's BKB'd. And that scenario will definitely pop up. So if he gets Black Hole with a Midnight Pulse and there's a potential Wukongs by Boboka that he can squeeze in there, the PA now suddenly the game changes and he can still be in trouble.
Yeah, that's a good point. Palos is kind of relying on this game eventually falling into his hands. He's already going for that Linken's to make sure to protect himself from the Rupture here. But that MKB could turn things around. I am interested. Has some lore synergy with the Monkey King as well, so that's always wonderful.
Love when they get the lore connections going on to give them some extra power in the game. As Boboka, he picked up a gem. Yes. I'm also a big fan of this pickup here, because we can see, right, Fnatic they're either trying to split the side lanes a little bit, or they're hugging a high ground ward. And even though Aster are up quite a bit in this game, 5k gold right now, it's not looking that easy, right, for them to find a right opening or get too many pickups that lead into much. They just had the Magnus into the tier 1, but it doesn't really progress the game too much. And now they pick up the gem before the Roche. They want to clean out the map and try to, you know, keep pushing the game forward, because this PA, they're up 5k, but this PA is very strong in this game.
Right. Maybe they're waiting for Fnatic, though. I think they want to secure the Linken's probably before they even try to fight here. Just acknowledging that a single Rupture can always punish the PA pretty hard. Always one of the worst matchups here. We see a Quiver for the Lina. This could be good, but she's going full magic damage build now with the Kayan Sanj completed. I wonder if this Lina will ever pick up the new Ags, which seems good for the magic Lina.
Perhaps if he has the 25. Like, once you have your Laguna Blade piercing BKB, I can see it then. Otherwise, like, all the other effects are not so good.
Is it really not?
I feel like the PA just kills you too quickly.
Okay.
Or you're stunned by some RP. But with the 25 talent, I can definitely see it to, dish out some more pure damage into this. Right now, if you're Fnatic, I would like them to start talking about the next Roshan fight. And Rosh is available. It's crucial for both teams. A potential Aegis plus Shard for the PA. You're playing against a black hole. So if you're able to protect your outpost, play around buybacks, and then take the Rosh fight off of that, like even if they have buyback on 3 heroes that are not PA and Queen, if you can trade buybacks to go even in the fight or win the fight and then put the Aegis on the PA, it will be a huge win for them. That's something I would like to see them execute within the next fight.
Yeah, he's about to buy that last item for him, Aster. Keeping control of the high ground here while DJ kind of scouts them out. Boboka turning into a tree on top of a tree. Boboka truly the funniest player of this game.
He is by far.
Builds MKB first item as a Monkey King, as a true Chad. Just playing around. I think he's one of the few Monkey 4s that we still have around. That like regularly plays the hero.
They did see him on the tail end, and they're now starting to hit Rosh here on Aster.
There's Lincolns on PA. This is huge. Palos, he's not afraid of anything anymore. Okay, maybe we need a bushwhack or something. No, Palos just starts hitting. And Boboka they actually force a shallow grave on him. Black hole though for Palos, and the RP cancel the black hole. Palos might just die regardless. He's been silent still. He did a little bit of healing. Palos is still alive. They hit him with a Malefist. Someone stop this Enigma. No. XXS brought down Palos. Boboka is dead. Monet as well. XXS will also fall. Jabs finally got the team fight he was looking for. Palos became the real initiator for this fight by just walking in, guys. New tech in Dota 2.
An actual monster. He just blurs and runs in. Beautiful bushwhack by DJ
Chad.
on those 2 heroes. Actual just Chad energy. You're not going to have many carries who will do this play as Ori.
Yeah, he gets brought back with that shockwave, and they try to stop him here, but he's fast enough with that blink dagger. As the Roche will finally fall the way of Fnatic. Not much Aster can do to protect this. It's only a Dazzle and a Lina. Don't ask too much of them. Jabs wanted the Lina a second time, but he's biting him step. He knows. He can't go that far. Got a Horn Toss as well off the Shard.
Currently on Magnus. Do they want to give it to him? Or is Paolo saying, yo, bro, I just died for you guys to give you the Aegis? Yeah, okay. He's like, yo, guys, come on, like, pay me back. You got Aegis, let me get the Shard. As Januel gonna pay for his life on the ward that Aster was still playing around. But yeah, I have to commend the PA for that manly play. Like, just going in there, trading BKBs with the Bloodseeker, killing the Monkey King. And then they do drop the black hole on the solo PA, but in order for him to die, Monet has to run back into the fight without the BKB being active, and then they just go a little too deep, and all of the Fnatic heroes, they get to turn it around. The Tombstone is out, and Queen loves these long out drawn fights, right? And Shadow Strike, some blinks here and there, and now Armel, he's got the Aegis and a Lincoln Sphere as well.
Okay, hype. 2 Lincolns now, Kezu, for the 2 ruptures. There we go. They've solved the problem. Jabs the Lotus Orb as well?
Yeah, Jabs, I must say I like his item build a lot. The Mech, then into the Blink, once your teammates are ready. Now the Lotus Orb help against the Rupture, Poison Touch, the Malefist from the Enigma. I think it's working out very, item build is looking very nice. And now if you're Aster, you really need some of these next item timings, I believe, to fight back. Unless you're looking to set up your Enigma really well in the fight. Of course, you need to play around the Black Hole and Midnight Pulse. It's a lot of damage. But both Bloodseeker and Monkey King have a lot of dead net worth right now. Like, they're lacking this tool to really fight onto the PA. And you need to help or enable at least one of them to get this MKB to fight back into Fnatic right now.
That's a very fascinating play by the Hoodwink. He guessed the Dazzle's position wrong, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because he just thought, maybe he's somewhere in those trees.
The Lina build. I want to see it come to full effect later, because for now, I'm not too impressed. Yeah, I'm not too impressed by the Lina's itemization yet, but maybe with some of the, now he has a spell amp completed on level 20. He's got the Kaya Sanj, he's going for an Octarine, but I feel like it's hard for him to execute these fights, right? He has to play so cautious to not get jumped by the PA. If he gets RP'd, he's dead too. But even when he's staying out for a long time, he doesn't really have any impact unless he drops his spells on heroes who are not BKB'd. So I feel like he's not standing his ground and fighting, but it's also hard if he waits. And I don't know if they have the luxury, at least right now, to wait a long time in the fights. I think they don't.
That was one of my questions for you for the Lina. Is like, is there a moment where Lina just you can kind of ignore her with this build? It doesn't seem like she's as impactful as the physical damage Lina. I mean, I don't mean like completely ignore in the fight, but for someone else, Shallow Grave, like we saw there against Monkey King, and then kill her as a residual hero.
Absolutely. I think that's the right way to go about it. For now with your BKB still being quite high on the Queen of Pain, 9-second BKB, you have the PA. Oh, he's on 6 seconds, but he has a lot of like backup. And the Lina alone doesn't really do much. You can fully ignore the hero when you have the BKB running. And towards the tail end, if PA ever gets to swap on the Lina, he's dead. And he's now actually queuing up the Aghanims that you talked about earlier.
Okay, I'm curious about this. I genuinely don't know if this Axe is good. First time I saw it,
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Good time to try the Aghanims in a new patch is upper bracket of a tournament. Because you can always go lower, it's fine.
You will know at least for the lower bracket if it's good or not, so you won't do it again.
Yeah, exactly. So by the time that you're being eliminated, you'll be like, ah, yes, it was bad. It was bad the whole time.
Lovely. Well, I'm at least hyped to see him fly around, or
I think you
truly with the 25 talent, it will be pretty strong. Right? It's gonna pierce BKB, deal pure damage with all the spell lamp as Fnatic. They're looking to fish someone out here with the smoke. No horn toss just yet.
How valuable is the horn toss? Got a small buff. It's still good. You can get just BKB through it, right?
It's still gotta be pretty good against some of these heroes, like a potential Dazzle. And I guess the Lina too. Like Lina doesn't have a BKB yet or whatever to interrupt the combo. I guess you can still use it, but not as good as it used to be. But definitely still has its place.
Well, thank God, because that was that was broken.
I mean, that shit was way too good.
Yeah. That was one of the best abilities in the world. People are like, oh, you have to be a really good Magnus to use it. No, you don't. You haven't played Magnus.
Blink, coin toss, skewer. Here I am.
There we go. Yeah. Even I was winning games with them, you know. And that's saying something. Thank you, Kezu, for corroborating for the stream. Ags on the PA has also been picked up here. Really nice 4th, 5th item for this hero, usually.
Oh, this high ground ward. They see Monet.
Januel gets stunned.
Same with Paboka.
All right. He got bursted. Now there's no one dying, which means no tombstone, and Fnatic is not having none of that. They want to fight this, and they kill Paboka in a matter of seconds. Palos gets this kill.
He is a quick goner. So if you're Monkey, Paboka, of course, he picked up his MKB, right? Which is a great item. But it has to be used in the next fights, at least, with the other spells, right? You need to lock down the PA with the Rupture, which is not that easy because he has a Linkens, or the Black Hole. So Paboka actually needs to play fights somewhat patiently. I believe it's fully on Monet. That's why he picked up the Blink Dagger earlier. At least he picked it up. He's going to look to start fights, and that's how he's going to make the most out of this item, right? Go in, maybe force some stuff, and then allow his Monkey and Enigma to play a slower fight, because he's not the real carry anymore in this game on Bloodseeker. He is the +1, sure, but his impact, no matter how good of a player he is, he will not carry this game, at least not at this stage. So the best thing he can do in the next fights is to just set up his team for success. Black Hole, Monkey Ring, those two spells can carry these fights.
Okay, so you think Bloodseeker's build then of going for MKB is still the correct build to deal with the PA, or can he should be going for Refresher instead of for the multiple ruptures here?
So I'm under the impression that he bought this Blink, which was pretty good, but they messed up a few fights. Now that he has this Blink, he kind of needs to help his team and not focus on the PA so much. And then once he does complete the MKB, which I'm also under the impression that it's the correct choice to then help again, it pivots a bit to him once again then being able to deal with the PA more head-on.
Okay. So then he can become the carry once again, more or less, against the PA.
Yeah. But until then, his role changes completely.
Okay. And when the PA buys Satanic, does his role go back to being useless? Because that feels like the PA will just out-kill you every single time.
Then again, he can't really hit the PA on his own. It's more on setting up the Black Hole, right? The Dota is always, it's a beautiful game with these timings and these items where you need to constantly change the way you view the game and how you want to fight. Like until the Satanic, you can perhaps man fight him, but once he has it, it's all on the Black Hole as Paboka.
Januel has to drop the tombstone before he dies. That's all that matters. There you go. Paboka gets Shallow Grave. Palos come in, the BKE for this Black Hole. Actually, to nothing. The RP hits someone. It's going to be the Lina. It's a perfect initiation here for Fnatic. And by perfect, I mean they avoid the Black Hole. What more could you ask for? Paboka apparently is such a troll that Enigma wanted to Black Hole him. Interesting.
He's like, oh, you goddamn idiot. What are you doing? Actually, he did. Like, he was going in first, which
Yeah.
I would say is the best way for them to fight, but that could have worked out pretty well. He gets a long-range stun on the Undying. They had a really nice grave on Boboka where the PA was forced to BKB. Then he tried to disengage. He got the ring off. If that black hole connects, that fight could be quite troublesome because I do think the PA may just die right there. But black hole whiffs, which does happen. Great RP by Jabs in the back, catches out the Lina, and now that's at least one set of racks gone.
That should be... Yeah, there's a tombstone to cover them. Palos gets hit by the Rupture though,
There's
just
a
annoying
Rupture.
him. They give him Lincolns afterwards. Sorry bro, forgot about that.
Here it is. Don't worry, I know how it works.
Palos was probably telling him. This carry's slowly getting the confidence to talk back to his teammates in Fnatic.
I like it. I mean, he's a stand-in. He's doing a good job, you know, like, let them know what's up. He told him earlier, yo, hand me the shard. This was all me, which it was.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, the skewer. Oh. There we go. We got the Enigma. No need for the Horn Toss there. They're just going to kill him. XXS is down, and Wraith Pact is as well. Pretty big deal. This could mean another lane of racks, honestly.
I believe that this is absolutely another set of racks. If you are Aster here, can you do anything crazy? I believe you can.
Yeah, well, they're trying to kill the Queen of Pain. This is something a little bit crazy. Armel activates BKB, has to run away. Luckily, there was no Rupture on him, so Armel is capable of TPing back home. They used their BKBs and decided it's best to just chill.
Didn't get the Laguna off. I guess they had nothing just there in range to cancel the Lincolns, apart from Dazzle. Rupture was still on cooldown. Boboka, nothing to really cancel the Lincolns there either from the Queen. Very nice try by them. They nearly kill the Queen. They also get to defend their racks, so that's great. But going back to Aster's lineup, because Fnatic are playing great, and the game currently for them is not super hard to execute. They play off of the strength from the Queen of Pain, both the PA and Queen of Pain. High damage from the PA with the Empower. But on the other hand, Aster, I want to see them make it easier on XXS to play a nicer fight. I don't want someone to randomly run in and then like create a scenario where he might be forced to help out, but rather fight in a ward or smoke, allow him to play a slow fight, and then go in on his own accord when he wants to, as Boboka.
Oh my god! Boboka taken from away from his trees. Jabs literally kidnapped this Monkey King.
You love to see it. And the gem drop too.
In the story of the Monkey King, like the actual hero in the mythology, he gets buried his head up to the sand, like up to his head in sand, to punish him for his sins, like kidnapped. And apparently, Jabs was the one who put him there.
Jabs is the one who did it. As
He's the
Roche,
burying man, yeah.
Okay, you don't have Monkey King.
Yes.
If you're
No
Aster, I'm not sure if you want to give them this, but it looks like Fnatic are aware that they could potentially fight this, so they don't want them to come to this pit as Armel.
Oh, black hole for Armel. That's good work, actually. Armel's dying. RP isn't quite catch the black hole. They at least stop the Bloodseeker. XX has a second black hole. He needs the magic wand charges. There we go. We have it ready, but he gotta use it. There's no follow-up anymore. His Bloodseeker's dead. He's gonna fall. And Fnatic will get a free Wraith Pact off this, a Bloodseeker, a Dazzle, and an Enigma. A couple of Eidolons to clean this up. Perhaps a Roche as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the freest Roches that they will ever get in this game, I think. And this is exactly how you want to play against Enigma. You want heroes that create chaos in the fight. Maybe you don't have the best heroes to create chaos, but Armel is like, I don't give a damn. Look at me. He just blinks up the high ground. He's like, what you gonna do? Forces him to black hole him. And again, I gotta question a little bit where the Lina's impact is coming from. He is top net worth, and in this black hole, he didn't really dare to help kill the Queen of Pain because he's so afraid of the PA. He's still not ready to fight. He has been top net worth for his team for a long time, and I'm just not really feeling it right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. It doesn't seem like it was the best choice this game.
Oh, hello.
Palos, once again, his strategy of walking up like a Chad is not working out. Truly, he has been shown the meaning of pain. Oh wait, Boboka could still die as a result of this, or maybe just Palos dies twice. Has the BKB available, also Satanic. Where did Palos go? Trying to find the Lina. Boboka's still behind. They ignore him and they finally kill him. Well, Kazu, that was an interesting use of Aegis. I have not seen that before.
Boboka is just straight up chatting it up. There's not a lot of Monkey King players who are just, they're gonna sit there, and when you come out of Blur, he's already hit you 2 times. Drops the Wukong with the LSA. Yeah, definitely very interesting Aegis usage, but I'm gonna give some credit here to Mr. Boboka for the surprise effect.
True, true, true. Both these teams are having a lot of surprise effects about how courageous they're being, honestly.
Absolutely. As now, they just want to put the Queen in the front line. So he has an Aeon Disc and Linken's. He also has... Oh, right. They removed the Linken's talent. I was about to say he has double Linken's on Queen, which of course he is not, as I'm dumb. He has a Blink cooldown talent. But Aeon Disc is popped, and looks like that might be it for now. Aster are smoked. At least for the time being. Please get this Ags on Lina. I need this guy to...
Do something, right? Just be
do something in this game. Like, because as I was touching on earlier, I'm absolutely under the impression that this game is on the Monkey King and on the Enigma. If you allow them to use their two spells in combination together, you will win. So you don't need to actually be the guy to go in and kill everyone. You just need to help set that up. And if you're just outside of the fight doing the same thing as the Enigma, which is being patient and waiting, which is what he's doing on Lina, you're not really helping to win the game. You're not killing anyone, but you're also not helping your team to do what they want to do either.
Okay, so what is the playstyle you'd rather have on this leader? Running in?
I would rather Monet and him go in together on a target, perhaps try to find someone and be more aggressive. I need him to, even though he has this build, it perhaps feels a bit counterproductive, but at least if one of his teammates commit, I need him to commit with them. I cannot have him play the same way as Enigma, as Jabs.
That was so close. Jabs thought they were teammates behind the Lina. Lina thought they were teammates behind Jabs. Lina was right. Yeah, I guess with the Kai and Sanj and Yols, it does give you some tankability to be able to do these plays more. Now we finally have the Ags. Are you guys ready? Flame Cloak. Get that word in your vocabulary. That's the new Ags for Lina. It'll give him magic resistance, it'll give him spell amplification, and it gives you free unobstructed movement.
I did try it once. It looks hilarious. It's like a Lina fire flying over the place. The 30% spell amp is definitely nothing to be underestimated. And he's about to hit 25, and I believe that this is what we have been playing for this entire game. So I am ready. Kaya Sanj, Timeless Relic, Spell Amp, Laguna Blade talent. Now the Aghanims with 30% more spell amp. This guy, what's he about to do? Laguna, a hero out of the game? He has like 20 million spell amp. Show it to me. Give him his 25. Let's go, Ori.
Yeah, I want to see it too, actually.
Look at Palos, though. Agent Palos, he's at it again. He's ready to strike.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Success. Oh.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Okay, they found someone else with a Horde Toss. It's going to be Bubble Cut. They did miss the bushwhack. Doesn't really matter. E-Blade sets up for the sharpshooter. Well done. Kill on Bubble Cut. 70 seconds on this
still
Monkey
holding,
King.
though.
This was over before it started.
Be a sound constitution if you're aiming to murder folks.
They actually bought out for a basher instead because of...
I'm gonna say that I'm okay with this. He didn't want to lose gold, and right now, to be fair, it shouldn't be that easy for them to break high ground. There's definitely a possibility that Fnatic like kind of push it onto you, where they try to dive you again in your base, and that's exactly what they're up to right now. But I feel like this buyback on Monkey King is not that amazing, because as we talked about a few times, he needs to be there at the same time as Enigma to use the spells together, right? I mean, if you have to buy back and TP in and then use your spell, it's very hard to combine your spells at the same time. So I'm okay with this for now.
Time for them to go for the next set of racks. 15 seconds till the Monkey King comes back. Aster will probably respect that.
Radiant structure.
Flame
they
Cloak.
commit the glyph.
It looks like the Ogre Shard shield when he has it active. I don't know if you just saw it.
I did not see it. Let's see.
You will see it soon.
Probably
5
is.
seconds, he's back.
Alright,
Jabs,
wait.
he's
Oh,
fishing.
no, not if he gets grabbed. Ori in trouble. There's a black hole ready, however.
Black hole?
Ori was the bait this time. With Wukong's command, this could be trouble for the poor Magnus, who's dead immediately. Armel has to use the BKB to get out of this one.
Another black hole.
Second black hole catches Palos, and there's nothing to save him. Palos is down for 100 seconds. Magnus has to buy back here, but does he really want to fight this? Jab is coming in quickly as he can. They found an Undying. In comes the Queen of Pain yet again. Round 2, but it's a difficult
Pressure.
round 2. The Undying bought back for this. Everyone, Palos coming back. Palos is finally joining in. His teammates berating him into buy back. And there's Bawoka, the target. Unfortunately, DJ gets caught by the lean in the backlines. Jabs with the RP, only catches the Dazzle. That is not the target he wanted. They're everything. Spaghetti all over the floor. Fnatic is not getting the team fight they were looking for. Bawoka dies there,
Oh,
but...
he burns out?
Oh, no, that is a difficult position to be in if you're Fnatic. Oh,
Okay, that's
wow.
a lot of buybacks used in that fight. Huge win condition now for Aster.
they committing
but
more?
Fnatic, they want to push this more.
Chill, Fnatic, you don't need to. They're going for XSS. Never mind, that was incredible. All right.
Jesus
Kudos
Christ.
to that. Ori also in trouble, perhaps, or maybe it's John Wells in trouble. Tombstone's getting vision though, and the PA's excited. They force the Ghost Scepter. There's the poor PA in trouble. No BKB on her. Still has Titanic though. Someone stop these stuns from coming out. Nobody can save Palos. He's down for the count. John Wells also in trouble. He's going to fall quickly. Neither of these heroes have buyback. What's the plan now, Fnatic?
Ooh, I'm in pain. I'm in pain right now. So, okay, what can we do here? Armel, it's time to push some waves, likely give up at least 1 Rax, and then reset this game. Because your friends don't have any buybacks available. Your Magnus bought back in a prior fight. They were like, 2 Black Holes expanded buyback, go, go, go. But it didn't truly work out for them at all. And actually, I have to point out that sometimes Dota works in a very mysterious way. In my opinion, Aster didn't execute their team fights that well, and Ori maybe played different from how I would have liked. And all it took was his enemy to help do it for him. To make Lina force his body to be used in the fight, to set up for the Enigma. Great Black Holes as right now.
Okay, they bursted the Bloodseeker. There's still BKB on Armel, but don't get stunned perpetually. There we go.
Another buyback.
Back. He knows. This is his chance. Let's go, guys. The new strategy, throw bodies at them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And DJ is gonna carry this background defense for a bit. I also love that Armel is buying Dagon right now.
Of course.
Do you really want to push? Ooh, this is scary. I know that you really want to push your advantage. They don't have buyback on the PA. Undying is also dead. But going up the high ground, I mean, you just saw what they can do, right? This Hoodwink with the Boomerang E-Blade into his ult. He legit just killed Bloodseeker nearly on his own.
That was a wild build. I have not seen this be so impactful. He has a Shadow Blade now, Kezu. So he can do this without being seen. DJ has full committed.
This is gonna start to give me some EG versus who? EG versus E-Home vibes. I feel like this E-Blade Dagon combo it's gonna come into full effect, really, because the way Fnatic want to play now, right? It should change a bit. As Aster, it looks like they will take this Roche, but I'll just have to continue talking about the future team fights for a moment, which is, if you clump up, you will die to this Enigma. He will get off good Black Holes. It's a given. It's a free Enigma game. So you need to spread out the fight. Like, have PA go on 1, maybe Queen on someone else, and try to not commit too fast. You want to play off of vision, Boomerang, Bushwhack, Dagon, blast a guy off the map, and then look for more.
This is the most SCA smoke I've seen, Kezu, where you think you have the advantage, and the A team does not know this yet. Now they've realized maybe this is a bit too much.
They don't know it yet. You mean the enemies?
Yeah, the enemies.
No.
You know, in SCA is when they think they're reading the game better than you, and they like lost 2 heroes, but they still smoke on you and they kill you. That's the true essence of SCA smokes.
I see. This is the one
Doesn't
that we
always
just saw
work
here.
though. Sometimes your read is not entirely that correct.
Wind Waker on Ori. I am a big fan of this item. So he has the Yules from earlier. Wind Waker, first of all, for himself, could allow him to blink in, be aggressive, and then like Wind Wake out of the PA jump and so on. He can also save people that get jumped by the PA or if they get RP'd. So I think this Wind Waker is a great pickup for him. He didn't take the piercing talent actually on Lina. Interesting.
What do you take, the Laguna Blade cooldown?
The
I guess you
CD
just wait out
talent.
the PKBs. Fnatic is once again in that position. Or perhaps not. They seem to want to fight this. They almost burst on Boboka with a simple sharpshooter. They still have the E-Blade. They forced that Wukong's command. And I think he ate a cheese there as well. Dagon from Armel. Where's the Hoodwink burst? Still not coming out. We didn't hear the rupture yet. The PA is keeping her distance. Now she's closing it in. Boboka gets Shallow Grave. DJ coming in with a Hunter's Boomerang, but lacks the damage. And there's the Black Hole.
Oh, nice
Cancels out the
RP.
RP. And the Magnus is out of here immediately. They cancel the Black Hole. There's a second Black Hole still. You have to be wary of this. Fnatic keeping their distance just barely, but careful because Monet's in trouble perhaps here. We don't have Sharpshooter just yet, but we do have E-Blade, and we'll have Dagon in 5 more seconds. Monet trying to get to that low ground. Queen of Pain keeping close to him. Lester Correa misses, and there's the Dagon. Finally, Sonic Wave is available too. They don't want to commit it yet. The Monkey King comes in. The Black Hole's gone. Nothing to cancel it this time. That's DJ done. Furry Coddle's dead. Wait, now Boboka does die with
Black
him.
Hole.
Jab's in trouble. Eats the cheese. Jabs dies too. And Fnatic, they're forced to retreat with the 3 heroes they have left. Perhaps one of them won't make it out. Junwell's already dead too, but at least their mid and their carrier are still alive.
All right, triple kill for Ori. Fnatic were playing that fight about as well as they could until the end. Like, the way they were abusing their range to stay like on the max amount of range with the Queen, the PA, the boomerangs, but eventually you can only ask Jabs to cancel so many black holes, right? First of all, he only has one RP, so he can only do it once. And this is, at some point, it's gonna get really hard because there's also the Ags on Enigma, who's gonna pull him in here again. I love the way they play this fight. If you just look at Fnatic, none of them are truly jumping the gun and going too far, right? They're abusing all the heals. They're playing around the ring perfectly. Even here, the Aeon Disc, Monet jumps in, but it's just the impending doom of Enigma. It's so hard to try to play around all these black holes.
As a player, could you feel the frustration in Fnatic as they're trying to get any initiation in that fight?
Yeah, it's just so hard. They're playing really well, and even until the end, XXS fishing out a few good black holes as we go back into the game. Mid-racks are gone. Still a little bit of a death timer here on the Hoodwink, but it looks like that's going to be all for now. One black hole available, 2 again in 80 seconds.
Money to burn.
Okay. We're back to this. I guess the only point is that Jab has to get his own refresher, and he has to be the one to cancel black holes perpetually, and that's his only job in these fights from now on, right?
Yeah, so ideally it's not what you ask of your Magnus, but some of these fights will develop in a way where XXS will get the initiation with a black hole, and then you need to hope that Jabs lands it, and I'm gonna have to commend him for every single time that does happen. It is not easy.
Impressive.
Black hole radius is huge, and you're also getting pulled in during your cast time of RP. So
it's true.
ideally what Fnatic would want to do is try and go around and jump the Enigma and Dazzle simultaneously. If you can make that, or maybe even just jump Enigma out of smoke or blur with PA, it can potentially happen so fast that the Dazzle cannot react. Like, it's way easier to try and go around and start on them than hope that Jabs can always cancel Black Hole this way. Now that the Aegis is gone, I truly believe that this is how they want to and have to play the fights to come.
Doesn't even seem like such a crazy order, because there's no Aeon Disc or anything on the Enigma. You're right. It has to be Dazzle who's quick enough on this. And there's ways to just stop the Dazzle from getting the Shallow Grave off in time.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be a lot on Aster to be in a position where they just make it hard for Fnatic to do this, right? Where people body for the Enigma, they're in the paths of where they can smoke, and we need to remember the Wind Waker. PA does have a nullifier to counterplay this, but Lina can potentially save one of his allies.
Palos almost showed himself there. Oh, Palos will be shown. Palos is he crazy. Palos got hit by the black hole there. Well, he's going to cancel it. Agent Jabs is coming in, but Palos already dead. Jabs couldn't get close enough, and there's a second black hole here. Jabs at least can cancel it. RP tries his best, but he got caught in the black hole regardless. DJ, though, survives it just barely, managing to put himself to safety, and XSS might just die to Armel instead. So the bait kind of worked. Both black holes were not successful, at least one on Palos, but he had the buyback the whole time, and now Palos sees the opportunity to go for Ori. Activates the BKB. He's had enough of Ori's crap. He's going to take him down, and Fnatic will get a teamfight that goes their way despite having to use their buyback. XXX has no buyback here.
Yeah, 100 seconds on the line, and you know that he doesn't have any black holes available. So even if he has buyback, he's not really that useful. What do you do here as Fnatic? Roche is not up, so you need to try to push the advantage a little bit. And perhaps just try to be fast and ready. Like when you go up this high ground, maybe you can fish a guy out with a Horn Toss Skewer, I'm not sure. Because the one thing you need to be aware of here, if you're Fnatic, no matter what happens, your PA cannot die in this play. If they buy back 2 heroes, kill the PA, Aster might just win the game here.
Palos.
There's one.
You heard Kezu, Palos. Please do not. You don't even... He doesn't have BKB right now, so has to be really, really careful with positioning.
It's doing good for now. He understands that it's not that easy. I believe Monkey King needs to buy back as well. But he... I mean, I guess he doesn't want to, right? It's 10 seconds left, but this is Megas if you don't.
It's true. Oh, that was a very hopeful skewer. or Horn Toss, sorry. And they're managing to keep Aster at bay. Fnatic is doing a good job. The racks are now being fortified. There's Boboka coming back in. Boboka the chat, giving his body for the cause. Oh, he didn't get bursted in time. Armel stuns the BKB. He's not going to be stopped by the Rupture either. They want to kill Boboka somehow, but they have Sonic Wave. Oh, avoided Boboka with the Wind Waker. Actually, Ori who saved him. And Palos is dead because of Aster's initiation. Now Jabs is in trouble. He tries to TP. First hit bash. Jabs ain't going anywhere. Tries to get an RP with a Horn Toss, maximizing damage, hoping to kill something around this, and they might still have a chance against Monet, but Armel was too close. He got hit with the Light Strike Array, has to retreat. Another Yul's used once again by Ori. who's saving all his teammates from dying here. That Wind Waker saved Boboka first, and then Monet. What a pickup, honestly.
Wind Waker coming in very clutch. Seriously, gets to use it twice in this fight. Fnatic though, they're lingering around. They're hoping that someone would stay down here, but Aster, they're not having any of that. They know that Palos, he has no buyback. He just died after buying back 80 seconds on the lines and a DD rune on Boboka.
Look at this, Kezu. It's like the March of the Penguins, but it's purple Eidolons instead. Just a flurry of heroes and creeps coming into your base. Buybacks immediately. Fnatic can understand the issue.
4 on 5 against 2 black holes without your strongest hero.
Barracks are under attack.
It's a tall order,
Let's see
Kezu.
how much they can do from like they did earlier. Play from long range and try to surprise someone and burst them out of the game. That's a horn toss.
Yeah, they got the Shallow Grave off. Boboka using the Wukong's command. Cancel for the silence. Well done, Boboka. It's about to die here. Shallow Grave about to end. We need something else. No Sonic Wave committed,
that's
actually.
one
They
way.
keep it at bay. Boboka's dead. John Well might be in trouble himself. He's just
Monet
got
has no
ruptured,
mana
probably the
for his
only
refresher.
target. It's true. They try to go for another fishing, but the Skuru won't hit this time. However, they only lost one lane of racks. Fnatic is alive. They're still in this game.
Money to burn.
All right, we get to see more black holes. I mean, don't mind if I do, guys. Keep it coming. Smoke from Fnatic. It by the way, here's 5 items in 30 seconds. Let's go. Can't wait.
What a crazy game we got today, man. Literally, Fnatic and Boom have given us such hard stopping games.
I love it.
And now Aster is
Dota, I'm a
joining
fan
them.
forever.
Man, it literally, it's like it's a street fight, and you're not really sure because one of them apparently knows it's like a black belt in karate, and that's what SEA feels like. You think, oh, it's disorganized, they don't know what they're doing. All of a sudden, they're actually the most skilled players, and they have a 2,000 IQ play. That's truly SEA. And if you played pubs here, you would know, because you know exactly how it feels like here.
It's been too long since I have, so sadly I'm not caught up with the
The guy
meta,
who
but I can
screams-
certainly tell.
The one man who screams Kezu Kezu at me please is gonna be the next TI winner. That's a thing that you
Yeah,
never know.
you're calling it now? All right, I'm
Yeah, I'm
hyped for
saying
that
it.
one.
Get ready, guys. You have an opportunity to go in Kezu's team.
Oh, they have. Oh, let's talk about some of the tier 5 items. We have Mirror Shield on the Bloodseeker. Generally a very good item. Is it that good in this game? I guess it will. It's not like
Yeah, it
some
would be
super
great for
reflecty
Fnatic.
stuff. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
But they
got
only
Book
have
Dead
a
on
Book of the
Fnatic.
Dead for now, so maybe
No.
if they want to go for another backdoor throne play, it's gonna be up on the menu later.
I guess it's good stats for Magnus, right? That's why he's keeping it.
Yeah. Some more
Okay,
items,
location.
guys, please.
Yeah, I want to see. I think literally Mirror Shield for Fnatic could be game winning, to be honest.
What's that one item? If they get this Book of Shadows. Oh, they have it? Okay, that stuff is pretty good against Black Hole and Wukongs and everything. You pop it on
Oh,
the
Book
guy
of
that's in
Shadows,
the
yeah.
hole, perhaps he can't die. It'll be amazing for them. As Roche is up again. I think Aster should look to have a chance, but they don't have much time.
Yeah, Paulos is way too quick on this. Who do they give the Ags to?
Let's see, who doesn't have the Ags?
I think it's time for Hood. Oh, okay. Magnus, really? I think it's Hoodwink Ags, honestly. Have you seen the new Ags?
No. It's
it's like
a
a new
decoy,
version of
but it
decoy?
casts ults.
Yeah, cast Sharpshooter. And Sharpshooter from the decoy deals 75%, I think? 60%.
Yeah, sounds
60%
based.
damage.
I like it.
Yeah, right?
Sure, give me all the give me all the new stuff at least so I get to see it. I love it. Dude, this Monkey King build, tell me that this doesn't look like a griefing build on Monkey King. It's not bad, but it looks so strange. What's
I've
this
actually
Mask of
tried to
Madness
report
for?
Boboka in this game before,
I love it.
but I couldn't.
Thank you, DJ.
Not
with the
playing
haha
his
as well.
role.
Yeah, he's doing great. You know, he just wants to kill this PA. He's done with Agent P, just always sneaking
Yep.
in and sniping him out of the game with Phantom Strike into Fan of Knives, and then Monkey King's basically dead as he has a Stygian Desolator. I assume it stacks with the normal Deso, right? So this is a lot of minus armor here.
Yeah, hopefully now he can burst someone before anything. Ex Machina is pretty hype as well. Arcanist armor.
Arcanist armor. I'm pretty sure that this item is the most busted one. It also didn't get nerfed.
Really?
You pop that shit and like no one dies. Isn't it like a AoE? It's like an AoE blade mail while giving everyone like a pipe and double AC aura. That's how you should think of this item.
Okay, that's more
And when
complex
you
in the end
make
itself.
it sound like that, doesn't it make it sound like insane?
No, it doesn't. But I am curious to see who's gonna carry it though. That's my question. Because Undying can't really carry if he's carrying Book of Shadows. They're ignoring you, Kezu. They are not picking it up.
No. They here Jab
Oh, okay, it's a
knows. He
Magnus,
can
it's a
legit
Magnus, yeah.
even blink in and just use it. Like, never mind. You can like pre-use it and it works too. This item is
Yeah,
so
exactly.
stupid.
Okay, Palos, once again, he's the one leading the charge, but Armel decides to take over for him.
The early
They're afraid of the
grave, my friend.
Hoodwink. They gotta deal with the Hoodwink somehow. Okay, that's gonna be the Wind Waker once again, saying Monet. That Wind Waker has been clutch to stopping this furry version of Caudle.
That's actually very true. At some point, though,
Oh, Black Hole! They found
here.
Armel. They RP from Jabs. He's to get away. That Skewer saves him. He also had the Book of Shadows, so he's capable of saving himself.
Palos.
Monet's also in trouble. Second Black Hole, but this time they have nothing to cancel it. The PA's stuck in the middle of it, but she does have Aegis. Bubble Guy just got sharp-shooted away from this game. But Palos, he's still in trouble. They forced him to deal more damage. Palos needs to get away. He's healing up
He's
the
still
creep.
alive.
Monet comes in. Monet tries to finish him off, but Palos is a little bit too tanky. Monet gets saved by the Shallow Grave. Palos has no
Yeah,
chill.
Satanic,
Agent
Palos.
B makes Ori kill himself. Truly the double agent we all need. Palos will be taking this final lane of Rax here. And it seems like Fnatic finally have this game in the bag.
This Palos guy sure is trying to get my heart beating real fast. He's like jumping around with 500 HP,
crazy.
not using his Satanic. What a monster. Well played by him, abusing the Aegis. And they are starting to be so tanky. Again, Jabs. These RPs on Enigma and even more to cancel the Black Hole is super impressive. As the Throne.
Oh, yeah, Celebration RP, guys. You deserve it. Fnatic, they really had to claw their way through this game, but they accomplished it. Winning the second game against Aster and forcing the third game of the series. The SEA Hope is alive, guys.
Man, what a back and forth game. I cannot describe to say how amazing it is to watch.